Best in the city.
Injecting you with the best tunes.
The One-to-One Diet by Cambridge Weight Plan. Yep, it totally works, and here's 5 reasons why. 1. Personal one-to-one consultant support. 2. Over 35 delicious, nutritional, complete meals. 3. Average cost of just £2.62 to £3 per meal. 4. Your very own unique diet plan. 5. Proven to achieve weight loss. Want the weight gone? Do one-to-one. Call Sabina today on 07960 084488.
Would you like to attend a free business and empowerment event on Saturday the 12th of November? Would you like to learn the latest strategies on how to develop your business? Get inspired by top speakers? Network all day with business experts and professionals in a lovely hotel setting? Take your business to the next level. Get the professional recognition in your field that you deserve. Gain insights on how to get more customers, more money, invest successfully, and so much more. My name is Des O'Connor, and I'm holding my amazing event at the Holiday Inn, High Street, Kensington on Saturday the 12th of November. Book your free ticket worth £597 from www.desoconnors.com or call 01652 641 351.
If you love your community, start by loving yourself. Sleep well. Keep fit. And eat right to free up our frontline services for those who really need them. Your local independent health food store is the place to go for advice on keeping well with a healthy diet and the right nutritional supplements. To find support at over 250 stores nationally, visit findahealthstore.com. This message is brought to you by Viridian Nutrition, the ethical vitamin company.
Diamond Edge Arts bring you their annual event, 7, the pre-Christmas edition, Saturday 10th of December, featuring some of R&B's most legendary stars under one roof. Glenn Jones, Mishan Young, Case, plus Donny, Malonix and Sinclair. Saturday 10th of December at the Milan Palace, 68 The Green South, all UB2 4BG from 10 till 4 a.m. And London's top street sounds and DJs will rip the roof off. Studio Express 625 LTD, New Winter Roadshow, DJ Lolly, D-Max, Satisfaction, ELC, Fat Man, OHO and Invasion Crew. First release tickets £30 plus booking fee till 3rd of October. Second release £40 plus booking fee till 10th of November. Third release £50 plus booking fee from Shoobs.com on usual outlets. Or call 07961 316 308.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Tune yourselves into injectionradio.com via our app. Go to the App Store and download our free app and go into the chat room on injectionradio.com or ask Alexa to enable injectionradio.com or find us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Be sure to share injectionradio.com.
Log on
now.
Beautiful skin. I'm loving the skin that I'm in. Hate is the root to all sin. So I'm loving me from within. Woke up this morning feeling like I would have the time of my life. And all I gotta do is shine bright. Some people walk around insecure, got the mad disease looking for a cure. But me, I'm so glad and so sure that I love life, and I'm grateful for the air that I'm breathing. And each day that I wake, I know I'm here for a reason. It's the joy that I have that shows up on my face. And when I wake up each morning, I look at myself and say, good morning, beautiful skin. I'm loving the skin that I'm in. Hate is the root to all sin. So I'm loving me from within. It's crazy that I actually get a chance to open up my eyes and breathe again. Laugh at myself and smile again. regrets about the past. Lost in a world without a map, but only if they knew they don't need that. Life is a journey with no rules, but the ones that you create. And the boundaries are limitless. It's about the limits that you take. Every day you wake up, it's a brand new day. So when you wake up this morning, just start your day and say, good morning, beautiful skin. I'm loving the skin that I'm in. Hate is the root to all sin, so I'm loving me from within. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
For your hand is not needed here tonight. Feel your heartbeat, slow it down. Oh well, there's no need to rush, no need to rush. So stop thinking of things to do. Steal a moment, take a few. Sit back and enjoy the view. You got to learn how to lose control. Time for a change to breathe. I give you love like you gave to me. Well, in your mind you say ready, but in your heart you say take it slow. Take it slow. You got to take it slow. Take it slow. For you, you can do what you want with me, it's true. Sing your song, play your tune. Well, I just want you to know how much you mean. So stop thinking of things to do. Steal a moment, take a few. Sit back and enjoy the view. You got to learn how to lose control. Time for a change to breathe. I give you love like you gave to me. Well, in your mind you say ready, but in your heart you say take it slow.
Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Take it slow.
Firstly, I want to apologize for our timing. We had some serious gremlins going on, man. Some serious ones. However, we won the fight. And we're here now.
Stop thinking of things to do. Steal a moment, take a few. Sit back and enjoy the view. You got to learn.
So before I welcome our guest, I want to shout out everyone in the chat room so far. So many names. I won't be able to mention everyone. But I'll mention the ones that are putting fire in the chat. Hold Tight Baba Fets, Smooth Water Jazz, Stand Still, Wasav Gasson, and Anon. And I see, is it a Lolo 911? Now, if that Lolo is a Creole meaning, that's very funny. Hold tight, the timekeeper, Mr. T Smooth. Manners and respect to you, sir.
You got to take it slow.
So I'm going to welcome our guest this week. And she goes by the name of Denise. How are you, Denise?
Denise is, well, you know what? Can I send out the massive apologies because I had the gremlins from Kingston. Right? From Kingston because they were well out of order. And as loads of people know, I have got the flu also from hell. So it was just annoying me so much not being able to get this sorted out. So can I send out massive apologies for tonight? Anyway, we're here now.
That's it.
Get this thing on the
That's
road.
right. We're going to make this work.
Oh my gosh! 1 second.
So what we have today is the launch of the new show, Pillow Talk with the A-lister, and the idea is that what we're going to be going is we're going to be people have sent us a whole lot of dilemmas, and we're going to be discussing those dilemmas. Now, it's not solutions to the dilemmas. What it is they are just how I think our opinions. It's our opinion. Would you agree with that, Denise?
I would definitely say so because we're not here to resolve the problems. We're here to have an open conversation because we're grown folks, we're adults, and that's what we're here to do. So between Alistair and myself, I'm sure we'll get some phone-ins. We'll be able to have these conversations, and of course, please.
Yes, that reminds me. Well done.
Fire.
I'm going to put the telephone number. There it is.
There we go.
Can you see that? Can you see the number scrolling at the bottom?
So for there you go. 07438.
Yes. So we've got the number scrolling at the bottom. And Denise, do you know what? I was going to play another track, but I'm not going to play another track. I think what I'm going to do is can we have a warm up of just one of the dilemmas if you've got one there?
Oh my gosh, it's like where do I start? Because I put this out a few days ago, a couple of weeks ago, really. And
yes.
I'm absolutely overwhelmed by the conversations. Some of them are very adult.
Yes.
So if you feel that this isn't past the watershed for you, you know what you should do, just perhaps, go tidy, put on your nightie, go put on your headscarf and go to bed. Because it could get like that. It really could.
So what you're saying is that we're going in depth this evening.
We're going in deep. We're doing some deep diving.
Yes.
Some deep diving conversations. So I've got a lady coming on who's going to be talking about a polyamorous lifestyle. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Polyamorous lifestyle.
Yes.
Why am I skinning teeth when you say that? I don't know why. I don't know why you're saying that. I don't know why I'm smiling like that.
Yeah, a bit the old poly. So we're going to be talking about that. We've got women talking about health issues. We've got men talking about premature ejaculation. We've got people talking about relationships. We've got somebody asking whether their partner wants to introduce another person into their relationship.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
And it's just been kind of interesting the depth that people are wanting to go to, but it's to make a very, very, very interesting show. And literally, as I'm sitting here, I'm still getting more dilemmas and suggestions coming through.
All right, I'm excited. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play one track and take it from there. Yes, I'm going to play one track and then we're going to start with one. Ready?
All right. Cool. Yeah, cool.
Okay, let's go.
So baby, you're the greatest of all time, the greatest. So won't you hear the rain? You're still on my mind. Say I ain't seen your ass in a couple months, but if you want
do want to say a massive, massive shout out going to all those in the chat. I tell you, see, this evening, I think even I have to fasten my seatbelt. And I'll tell you something, it's a good thing I'm not white, because I know that there will be things that will make me go red. I think I'm way too dark for that.
I say you are.
I'm going to be opening the phone lines in about, say, half an hour. We'll open the phone lines in half an hour. I want to welcome my cyber wife, Shaz DJ. Sakafet Dudu. Okay, so Denise.
Okay.
Can we have
let me first of all
our
do a shout
first
out.
one, please?
Yeah, just a quick shout out to the people that I know are tuned in. I'm just gonna go by groups. Everybody from the the first Power Club, the Grown Folk group. Good evening. Ethnic Fusion, the retirement groups. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. Right. Here's our first line.
So hello.
Huh?
The phone lines, I'm not opening the phone lines as yet. The phone lines are going to be open in about, give us about half an hour. So we're going to open the phone lines in about half an hour. So yes, sorry, Denise, could you go ahead with the first one, please, my dear?
Okay, so I'm going to try and go in a little bit easy, and then we'll sort of build things up.
Okay, no problem.
So here's one of them. A lady is asking me, why do women have an issue with men that use Viagra? Yeah.
Why do say that again for me? Why do
women have issues with men that use Viagra? Why would they have issues with it? Okay, especially if it's going to do the business and keep things up and moving. Why would they have a problem with that? So I thought that was quite an interesting one.
So are we saying that the female has a problem with the man that using Viagra?
Apparently, there's some women that do.
There are women that have a problem with men using Viagra?
Let's see what happens in the chat.
But I mean,
let's think about it.
Yes.
So when there are as men get older,
Yes.
Let's be real, okay? You are not going to necessarily have the same power, sexually, right? And so there's nothing wrong, I would personally say, especially if you're going to use the medication prescribed by a doctor, because sometimes you can buy these things under the counter. But I believe there's nothing wrong with a bit of a Viagra, half a tablet. If it's going to do the business being, it's going to help keep it up longer, stronger, and I'm sure the women will be much happier. Are there women in the chat who are going to tell me that that is not the case? Because I think it's a good thing.
I mean,
have you used Viagra before, darling?
Have I used it? Yeah, I use Viagra all the time. I use it all the time. Yeah, okay. I mean, all the time. I use it.
Okay. Right.
I don't think. No. Let me just correct that. I haven't got to that part of my life yet where we need Viagra.
Okay.
You know, I like to keep myself very, very healthy. But however, if somebody wants to use it, crack on. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I say.
Crack on.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. I mean, well, we've got somebody in the chat saying that the man takes too long to come. I mean, and there you go, because there are some people that would prefer to have it longer. There's some people that would say, you know what, I just want 5 minutes of it or whatever, and and I'm talking from probably a female perspective, that a woman could say that she doesn't want it all that long.
Yeah. And if you take it back, we need to start at the starting point. And I think the art of lovemaking requires foreplay. And it's that whole conversation about foreplay, because sometimes there are people that just want to just get it out, get it up, and get it in. I think we, perhaps as we get a bit more mature, definitely we want more foreplay, more romance. We want that whole build up. And I think if you have a situation where you can get that, and your partner is able to last longer, I think it can make for much more exciting lovemaking or sex, because there is a difference
between lovemaking and sex.
Of course there is. Come on, Dallister. There's nothing, and in a relationship, yes. You can have damn good sex. You can also have lovemaking too, and there's nothing wrong with good old sex in a relationship. You also need lovemaking, and I think women, we can talk about it. We can feel the difference. There's a difference. You can be with somebody for a very long time, and when that person's making love to you, it's a different feeling. It's a different motive.
I would agree. I think there is a big difference.
Yes, there is.
You know, can you see the chat, Denise?
Let me go back to it. Sorry, darling, one moment. Let me just go back.
Yeah, because I don't wanna miss. Love Nita says that there may be side effects to Viagra. I mean, you hear about people having heart attacks when they have Viagra. So yeah, there may be, you know, but there's so many versions of it.
Yes, there are, and I think that's why I say, you know, people take risks. I would say if you're going to go to your GP and let your GP recommend and prescribe one for you. The under-the-counter stuff, I think it could be begging trouble. Yeah, you're playing Russian roulette. But I think, you know, if you go for, excuse me, moment.
If you go for, sorry, what was that?
Sorry, if you go for one from your GP, you're in a better place.
Okay, you okay there? Yes, that's it. Drink some water. Well, listen, I'm going to play one more track while Denise gets her breath back. We'll be back straight after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Divulge. Hey, young world. Hey, young world. I want to thank you for being here. I'm glad to be here myself. Yeah. Alright. In 1979, a little girl came to visit the earth. She was the apple of their eye, mommy and daddy's at first. Things were good for a little while. They read her books and made her smile. And then along came the 80s. Daddy left the cipher, mommy went crazy. The little girl liked to write and sing, and painting pictures was my favorite thing. Though she wasn't Miss Maybelline, she knew that this was gonna be her dream. The little girl wasn't always good, but her mommy did the best she could. And through the tears in my eyes, I'm writing these rhymes for 1979. In 1979, yeah. In 1979, oh, 1979. And through the tears in my eyes, I'm writing these rhymes for. The projects were so big, and I was just a little kid. No, we did not eat that pig, because the 5% we live. Roller skating in the lobby, and at the school I had to go to latchkey. The elevator out of service, we rode the ferry when my mommy was working. 4 chicken wings and a quart of water. Out of Divine is a gutter's daughter. When it was cold in the winter, my triple fat kept me warm in December.
Hold tight.
In the summer,
Black is beautiful.
We had a run to the free lunch line.
And my AKA Bruno.
As I'm writing these rhymes for 1979. In 1979.
Hold tight, himself only.
1979.
Listening from Nigeria. Manners and respects to you, sir.
1979.
My goodness. We are just warming up. And the beginning was Viagra. And I think to kind of finalize, not really finalizing it, but just to say, Viagra, if you want to take Viagra, do your thing. And again, the lady was saying that she didn't want the man to take the Viagra. Now, she doesn't want him to take the Viagra because probably she doesn't want it for that long. So I think that there must be. So what in my head, what I think he should do is just go without. And if that's what she wants, then go without, because you're still going to satisfy her, because it's about satisfying her, right? And obviously satisfying himself too.
Yes.
Do you understand? Am I wrong?
No, you're right to say that. You're right, because we can't be doing this thing. It is not just about the female satisfaction. It's about both sides. And so
definitely
relationships like this
definitely
requires compromise. And sometimes, not always, sometimes it could be something that you may not be completely comfortable with, but it's not hurting you. And you'd say, you know what, make him happy. There are questions like this coming later, but sometimes you have to be considerate. But there's just something that himself only. Where is he? Is he in Nigeria?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Himself only. Thank you for your contributions in the chat. He said something like, about, oh no, it's disappeared. Eye contact. Now,
okay, what about eye contact?
Now that's a really interesting one, because if you can think back in the day, you know, it was all, you could see the old pictures, and it's always like turn out the lights, you know, put, you know, under the sheets, that kind of thing, and keep it dark. No, this is it. And he said something really important. The eyes have it. And I was reading something only, I think yesterday, whilst I was in my sick bed, I was reading something yesterday, and it was the same kind of conversation. And it is about the eye contact. The eyes have it. The eyes have it. And if you are performing an act, because this is an adult show, it is 9 o'clock, so we can have this type of conversation.
Yes.
There is no, I think the greatest thing is making that eye contact. So if can you imagine? You're satisfying your partner and you've got the eye contact. That's when things go in deep. I think closing the eyes, I think that's too old. We don't do that. Let's keep the eye contact going. It helps to create that special. But
do you know that there are many people that are uncomfortable with eye contact?
Yes. Where's that coming from?
Where's it coming from? It could be a range of things. It could be there could be a range of insecurities, whatever it could be. But they're just uncomfortable with eye contact. Yeah. So then, what happens? What happens there?
And that happened. And it's the background to that, because perhaps there are some people who've been brought up to think that things like sex is dirty, and it's to be done in the dark. And you don't look at each other. There's all those sort of things. Some people have religious reasons why they don't think it's right, but it should be something that's encouraged by your partner. So if you have a partner, if it's you and you're the person that can be open, encourage your partner to open his or her eyes, to look at each other, because it really does, help to bring things together. It's really important, the eye contact.
Sorry.
Remember the song? Eye contact.
Do you know what? I'm laughing, and I shouldn't laugh. Somebody just put in the chat
with
the eye contact. Suppose they're cross-eyed.
Why would you do that? Stop it. Why? Don't laugh. Don't encourage them, Alistair. Don't encourage back cross.
It wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. Funny. Anyway. Yeah. So, what's our next dilemma we have?
This is a kind of a soft one. Again, let me think if I'm going to use that one. You know, like Are you ready for this, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes. Okay, let's go.
So
Hold on, let me take a sip.
take a
ready for
sip.
this.
Let me take one too. But like you know me, I'm not shy. There isn't nothing I can't discuss and talk about when it comes to things that are sexual. So, bedroom lovemaking. Now,
Yes.
back in the 70s and 80s, it was all about the negligee, that kind of look going on, right?
Right.
I have a lady who says, I love dressing, sexy lingerie, the whole works. Or he
Yes.
wants me to get naked. Yeah, just be naked. And she thinks this is becoming a problem in their relationship. And she even thinks it's going to even cause them to break up because he's not willing to compromise on it. He doesn't want all of that. She wants stockings, the whole works. Yeah, he just wants get them off, get your kit off, get in bed. Let's do the thing.
Really?
So, yeah. Now, but there are guys. I've spoken to guys who are that way inclined. But I think what's the issue? Because it's where does it start? Because our minds are so set that we believe that our passion starts in the bedroom. That passion could start in the shower. That passion could start when the kids have gone to bed on the sofa. Yeah.
Right.
The passion could start at any point. So we're so conditioned that we believe it starts in the bedroom. Okay. So I personally, I hope her relationship doesn't break up, but I think it's about finding,
Hold on. Okay, we've got a caller. I'm gonna try and go. We're gonna try and go live. Let me turn this. My goodness. Oh, the caller's gone.
Oh,
Gone. Yeah, the caller's gone. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So lingerie.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm stuttering because
Why?
I haven't met anyone, a male that says that they don't like their partner or whoever to wear any type of lingerie.
Okay.
So but then and this is a safe space, so there's no judgment here. So if there's no judgment here. But if that's your thing, then and the thing is, does she feel that is it important for her, this lingerie?
Yes, it's really important it's important for her. Okay, it's what makes her feel part of that relationship. It makes her feel sexy. It makes her feel appealing. She's got all of that going on. All he seems to want is a nice, clean body, and also she did actually add making sure that she's waxed nicely. He's want to see no hair. Okay,
He doesn't want to see any hair.
No hair down there. No hair.
Yes.
Down there. Keep it waxed and fresh. Keep it moving. Nair or imac, whatever you choose to use, but keep it smooth. Yeah? And just naked. Okay? Don't do all that because basically he said when she comes into the bed, he's just going to just strip it off.
And so, but how does she feel about that?
Oh, she hates it. She hates it because that's her part. She feels that's her contribution to the relationship, to the physical side. She feels it makes her feel sexy, makes her feel desired, but he's not actually giving that back because he's not interested. So she goes out, Victoria's Secrets, the whole works. And my man's not interested. And I know the person, she's got a nice physique, so I can imagine what she would look like. Yeah.
So,
he's not interested.
She's got a nice physique.
Yes.
And she puts on her lingerie in her lovely physique.
Yes.
And he doesn't want that?
Don't want to know. No. Doesn't want to know.
Do you know what? Sometimes there are people that don't connect. Do you understand? And I think that if you don't connect with somebody in all areas, then I don't think there's any point. Do you understand what I'm saying, Denise?
Completely.
Vanessa in the chat, she put "commando me say." I mean, again, each to their own. But whatever your thing is, you need to meet your person so you both can match.
Of course.
Do you know? Because there are people in the chat that I'm sure, that the females are not into lingerie. They just want to just, get naked and deal with it.
There are people like that, of course.
So I think with that one, you have to meet your match.
Yeah. And so isn't that the important thing about when you form relationships? Perhaps there's too much of a rush to like get into the sack as opposed to actually finding out about the person. Who are they? Who are they? What makes them tick? Who are they? What is it that they want? How do I tell them what I want? Yeah, okay. And I think if you're not going to have those kind of conversations, then you're going to end up potentially in relationships where it's not quite what you were looking for. Or it won't take long before the real person reveals him or herself. Yeah, it won't take long.
Do you know what I think is a real problem in relationships, and why I think relationships fail? I think that there's transparency.
Yeah.
I think transparency is very, very important in a relationship. Now, if and it goes down through to everything. So going to the lingerie bit. Now, this whole lingerie argument, this would have been sorted out from the beginning if there was transparency.
Yeah.
Because you would have known from the beginning. So I don't think that, and when you're going into a relationship or in a relationship, you have to be, for me, this is what I think, for that relationship to work, you have to be your true self without hiding anything. Yes,
I agree. But sometimes, sometimes people take risks when they're entering into relationships, and sometimes the actual sexual act, that part of the relationship, perhaps is happening so quickly that they're kind of playing catch up because they've done the deed beforehand before actually finding out who they're doing the deed with. And
I think that's fine. I think that, okay, so you meet somebody, you could meet somebody that night, or it could be a week, 2 weeks, or whatever. You have sex. That will happen. Yeah? Now, when you're having your sex in the first time, the second time, or whatever, you're getting to know each other.
Yeah.
So you can't be having sex with somebody that that you want to be your potential partner and not letting them know how you want your sex.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
There's some guys in the chat, and I love when men are in the chat.
I think what we do. I think what we do. I'm going to play a track, and then you get the answers up of some of the, because we need to catch up on the chat, and I know people are saying some really interesting things, so I'm going to try and catch up on the chat. And then, Denise
I've got some interesting things in the chat.
Oh, she's got some interesting things. So
I'd love these two guys to come on. I'd love the JT and the Tokes to come on.
Oh,
because
wow.
they seem to want to talk about the hairy gorilla bits and people wanting to see a lot more. Very interesting.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's listen to the hairiness.
Yes, the hairiness. So.
I said I wasn't going to be laughing at what people had to say, but this has to be a joke. It has to be a joke. And someone says, I have 3 strands of hair on my right nipple. However, my boyfriend Chris is forcing me to pluck them. Hold on, it's gone. Is forcing me to pluck it. But I don't want to because I get comfort in stroking it at night. What should I do? Pluck it or dump him? I mean, that has to be a joke, right? Oh, hold on. Oh, Denise, you're on mute. Hold on one second, my dear. Hold on one second. Don't say another word. Okay. Now,
I think that was a joke. I think that was a joke.
It has to be a joke, right?
That has to be a joke.
Well, if it's a joke, I'll say get rid of him.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know,
you need that comfort in the free, the free strands. Of course. You keep stroking and get rid of the boyfriend. Yeah, do that. Keep stroking, darling. Okay. Okay.
It's just been interesting.
Okay. What have we had in the chat?
Well, really, the issue around pubic hair comes up again, and it's quite surprising. There are lots of like in the Caribbean. No, I can't speak about the whole of the Caribbean, but I know in Jamaica, having pubes and having hair around your body is a sign of strength. Yeah, it's not something to be. It's not disgusting. I think it's a very Western thing. But there's a gentleman, which I hope he's going to ring. He says, Tokes Wills. He says, I go to a date with an afro comb in my toiletry bag just in case she's got some hairy pubes. I have some foreplay things I can do with that comb. So, okay. But I think I'm interested to hear people, ladies.
Hold on a minute. I have to be super vanilla.
Oh, what? Oh, really?
So hold on.
Talk to me.
Did he say
yes
that he carries a comb?
I think it's a comb.
Oh, good. Okay.
I think it's a joke.
Take it seriously.
But there are a couple
let's move on then. Let's move on then.
There are a couple of people in the chat that I know that they are super. They have got no issues with a woman having pubic hair. They love that. Okay. And there are, ladies in the chat, please tell me or call in. What are your thoughts about a man who has the bush? Yeah. Okay.
What, a man? A man to have.
Yeah, man too, because there are some women who that's an absolute disgusting thought. And ladies, okay, gentlemen, what about your thoughts about ladies? Do you think that all ladies should be shaven and shorn? Or do you think a bit of hair is nice? Okay, something you can run your fingers through? Or do you think it's an absolute disgusting thing? What are your thoughts? There are some women who live being waxed. They're not even, nobody's seeing them unless they're waxed. Yeah? Let me see in the chat what people are saying. What about you, babes? Tell me about you. What do you think?
Okay.
What do you think about pubic hair?
Do you know what? I was just about. I don't want to give my personal opinion on the internet.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave me out of it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's fine. That is perfectly fine.
But I will put a question on to you. What do you prefer, Denise?
Okay, so I like a bit of smooth. Yeah, okay. I like a bit of smooth on a gentleman. Yeah. Yeah. Let's be real. We talk about and people perform oral sex. Yeah, okay. I do not want to find myself with teeth, with hair in my teeth. I don't want to be plucking. I don't want to be doing that. So I would rather a gentleman. This is pillow talk. This is what we wanted, right? I hope I'm not embarrassing anybody, right? And I hope I'm not embarrassing anybody because I'm not here to do that because we are all adults. It is after 9 o'clock, past the watershed. So no, I do not want I don't want hair in my teeth. No, not at all.
We've got one person in the chat says, a little bush never hurt nobody.
Okay.
Now I can 99% go with that man who said that is definitely Caribbean.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of Caribbean men,
Yeah.
and I mean from the Caribbean,
Yeah.
that don't mind
No.
if the woman has hair.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, to each their own. But I find that, you know, some people don't care whether or not there's hair there or not. You know,
Yeah.
and there are some religions where you have to be completely, you can't have any hair on your body.
Which religion is that?
Muslim.
Okay. Uh-huh. And some of the Jewish faiths too.
Yeah, that's right.
Jewish faiths too. They have to be shaven.
So you know, so if hair's your thing, then it is. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think. It is what it, you know.
Yep.
And but I want to go back to something that was said earlier on in the chat about when I was speaking about transparency. Now, let me. I definitely got to make myself very clear. I don't mean when you meet somebody that you give them all your business one time. I'm not saying that, but I mean as time gets on, you know, and especially sexually, because yeah, you do get to know each other sexually, and after time, I feel that, you know, sex does get better because you get to know each other more. That, you know, that's a natural thing. The more times that you are with somebody, that you know, the closer and closer that you get. But I'm talking about, there may be things that, you know, sexually that's happening that, you know, it's not happening for you. So then you would have to be transparent. That's what I mean. So I thought I'll just clear that up. But what's the next one after that, Denise?
So in terms of the chat or in terms of the next question?
No, and whichever's next, whichever you have next.
Let me see. I'm just having a quick. There's anything. Let me go on to here. So we've talked about Viagra. We've talked about lingerie. Okay.
Do you want me to play a track while you look?
Yeah. How about you do that? Play a track.
Yeah. Okay. I'll play a track while you look. Okay. No problem. No problem.
Beautiful skin. I'm loving the skin that I'm in. Hate is the root to all sin. So I'm loving me from within. Woke up this morning feeling like I would have the time of my life. All I gotta do is shine bright. Around insecure. Got the medicines looking for a cure. But me, I'm so glad and so sure that I love life, and I'm grateful for the air that I'm breathing. And each day that I wake, I know I'm here for a reason. It's the joy that I have that shows up on my face. And when I wake up each morning, I look at myself and say, good morning, beautiful skin. I'm loving the skin that I'm in. Hate is the root to all sin. So I'm loving me from within. It's crazy that I actually get a chance to open up my eyes and breathe again. Laugh at myself and smile again. Some people have regrets about the past. Lost in the world without a map. But only if they knew they don't need that. Life is a journey with no rules, but the ones that you create. And the boundaries are limitless. It's about the limits that you take. every day you wake up, it's a brand new day. So when you wake up this morning to start your day and say, good morning, beautiful skin.
Okay,
I'm loving the skin.
Miss Denise. Okay, what is the next dilemma we have?
Well, this lady, she's just typing now. She was going to call right now.
It's okay. She doesn't. Right. I think we've got a few phone line problems because she won't be able to hear you at the moment.
Oh, what a pity.
Yeah, she won't be able to hear you. So just go on with the next one.
Okay, then fine. Okay, then cool. That being the case, the one that's come up on a regular basis, I think I must have had 9 people back to back. The age-old conversation about the size.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
The size really matter.
The size matter.
Yes.
I bet you that. I bet that one's come up a lot.
Yeah, it came up. It came up in. It was quite interesting because it came up in a full black group. It came up in a group where there were black and white people. So I've had some background conversations on the same level. Okay. Is it true about black men? There are people who still have that myth, that is propagated by society about, black men. But the question is, ladies, how important is size? Does that really make such a massive difference? Does it really make such a massive difference to your relationship? So, what happens if your partner has length and no girth? What's much more important? Is it girth or is it length? What's really... Have you got through to the person? One moment. Is it a lady called B? No?
No, we don't know. We haven't got nothing.
Okay, all right, fine. Okay. So that was the question that's come up at least 9 times.
The size matter. I mean,
the size matter.
I mean, that's one for
chat.
That's for you chat. And that's for you and the ladies to discuss.
well, hang on a second. It's a conversation that men, I believe, also have too, because I've heard men who go into the gym.
We've just got a voice. Okay. 1 second. Let me just put this up.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Who's calling?
It's Bianca.
Hello, Bianca.
Hi, baby.
Bianca.
Hi.
Okay, so what is your dilemma? I don't think now Denise can hear you, but I don't think you'll be able to hear Denise, not unless you've got her playing in the background on your radio or something. But don't put it up too loud.
I can't hear Denise at all.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so what is your dilemma?
Oh, hang on a second. She's trying to call me right now.
No, hang on. No, leave it.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
I'm confused. I got Denise calling and I'm speaking to you.
Hello, yes, you're talking.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so basically the dilemma is really the situation where somebody's cheating on their better half and they are catching feelings or they've discovered that they love the person that they are now cheating with. They don't know whether to end the relationship with either. They want both, and the situation is how do they go about making it work, or do they even try to make it work, or is there another option? Do they open up the relationship?
So
what's the suggestion?
So they are married, right?
Pardon?
Did you say that they were married?
The person's in a relationship, not necessarily married, but they're committed to somebody.
Right.
Could be a husband or wife, but they're already in a monogamous relationship.
Right.
They've now discovered, by way of cheating from that relationship, that they now have feelings for both of the people that they are now in a relationship with.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to answer that in 1 second. No, can't hear it. Be open. I just wanted to double check in the chat. Can everybody hear the call?
Well, I can hear
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks
Yeah.
like
Yeah. It looks like yeah. Lovely. They can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So Denise, what do you think about that?
Okay, sorry, I was a bit distracted. Run it one more time.
Okay, so basically what she's saying is that there is a relationship going on, a monogamous relationship, and the female has she's found somebody else, and she's currently
It's
cheating.
It's not gender specific. It can be male or female.
Oh, okay. So but one of them has cheated, and sorry, you say so one of them has cheated, and they are in love with the person that they've cheated with.
Yes, as well as the person that they're committed to.
And they're in love with the person that they're committed to as well.
Yeah, that's how they feel.
Okay. Well, this line's bad. We're going to carry on discussing this, and we'll continue it on the chat. But thank you so much for coming live.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the line sounds really bad. Yeah, it's bad. So I'm gonna disconnect that. The phone lines will not be happening anymore because that's terrible.
Something we're just starting. Something you can fix for another time.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So thank you, Bianca, for your contribution.
Okay, so the gist of it, I think the gist of it is that it's in a relationship, and they're falling in love with the person that they've cheated on, and they're in love with both of them. I mean, number one, my opinion is, don't be greedy. You need to choose one. Or you could be bold and dangerous and just tell both of them what's happening. Do you know what I mean? Tell both of them what the situation is and deal with it and take it from there.
Yeah. So obviously it depends on the relationships all around. It depends on the relationship that the person is in their main relationship. I don't know. I don't have statistics, but I can't imagine it going down very well. But then there are some open-minded people who would be quite happy to accept that type of relationship. And it was interesting because I wanted her to talk about poly relationships. So it's a pity that the line was so bad, and I'm not going to go into it too much. But maybe next time as a conversation, if we can get that fixed, that we can
poly relationships,
polyamorous relationships.
So that's 3
or more.
Or more.
Yeah, it could be more.
So is it usually one man and 2 women?
No, not necessarily at all. No.
Oh, okay. So it could be 2 men and a woman as well.
Or 3 women or 4 women.
Oh, 3 women. Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just where there's more than 2.
Yeah.
More than 2 in one relationship. Okay. Yeah. 3 in a relationship.
4.
I just about I get it. Yeah, I get it. Whoever wants to be in that. But I mean, more than 3. There's 4. That's 4 people. 2 can go off and go and they might as well just, do their own thing. If there's 4.
So people do this in a cluster. So it's not like, so within, if it could be 6 or 7 people within that network. Yeah. There are people that are very comfortable with that, and they stay within that network as well. It's all within that network. Yeah. And the levels of jealousy and all that sort of stuff, that's not part of it, because you've accepted that's the relationship and the lifestyle that you've chosen. And there are increasingly a lot more black people, yeah, that are living that sort of life, but perhaps not so upfront. But there's some that are. Yeah.
I mean, when you're in these relationships, yeah,
Uh-huh.
is there jealousy in there?
Well, this is it. I mean, it's what's a pity she's not here to have that full conversation. So I know of people where it may not have worked out because of those reasons, and I know people where it's working out quite well because of
Right.
the way because of their mindset. So it's not about jealousy, yeah, and it works out for them perfectly fine. But they don't go without. But they don't go necessarily outside of. So if it was 6 or 7 people, that is it. It's all within that. It's all within that. But you know what it is?
Right.
People get different things from different people. So you could have somebody who is, like intellectually, is that particular person because I can have the deeper conversation. But guess what? Physically,
Yeah.
it's just okay. Yeah. It
Yes.
could be a gentleman who is a super duper accountant, blah, blah, blah. But guess he's a whiz in bed as well, and it could be that is the important part of that relationship. So I think you get different things from different people. Yeah. And they form that part of your network, and you're not necessarily going outside of that network. It all stays within that little safe set of whatever set of how many people you choose to be in that setting. So
Yeah, I'm still not convinced.
okay.
I'm not convinced with more than 3. I mean, so can we talk about the 3?
Okay,
for
go
now?
on. Yeah.
Now, in the 3, so I'm gonna talk about where it's 1 man and 2 women.
Okay.
Now, in that relationship, yeah, and a man has 2 women.
Yeah.
Do these women necessarily have to be bisexual?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. They don't have to be, but you'd probably find that they are. But they don't have to be. No.
They don't have to be.
No.
So do they? Is it all 3 lie down in one bed?
Can be. It may be, and it may be that maybe sometimes they don't want to. And it's not about. We're not talking about it's your night tonight sort of thing. It's free and it's open. It's however, whatever. How does it feel today? We can all sleep together, or sleeping by myself, or the threesome, or whatever. There's no sort of necessarily like a set rule. It's Wednesday. It's all 3 of us. Yeah, hey. It's not necessarily.
It's not like that.
No.
Okay. So then okay. I mean, you see, I'm finding myself speechless here because, I would find it. I would love to speak to somebody. I'd like to speak to a man in that relationship and how he actually makes it work.
Uh-huh.
Because, if you're looking at a man that say has 2 women, well, and this is the thing, say he has 2 women that don't know about each other. Now, he must find that difficult, in itself, having 2 separate women. But then having the 2 women know about it, and then being in the same house, and then living together.
But they don't have to live
I would love to speak to somebody that knows how that works.
I can introduce you to people to have that conversation.
Yeah, I would like to speak to them on air. Actually, I would like them to come here on Pillow Talk and let me know how does it work in your relationship. I would absolutely love that if somebody could come to the show and discuss how does your polyamorous relationship work.
Well,
and then
just
I'll
let me
say,
know when you're
"Oh,
ready.
great one."
Let me know
How
when you're
do
ready.
you do it? I beg your pardon?
Let me just know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
So we'll have that conversation off air and make that arrangement.
Yeah, definitely, brilliant. I'll look forward to that. Okay, so
what
we've got people.
perspective? A male perspective?
yeah, I would like to hear from a male perspective and a female perspective. If I could get the three of them on here, that would be fantastic. However, anyway, it's a discussion we'll have to have off air.
We'll have it off air.
Yeah, we'll definitely have that one over there. Look at Alistair trying to get onto, no, I'm not trying to get onto that poly lifestyle. Do you know what I mean? And if I were, then I would. Do you know what I mean? I think each to their own. Let you know, and it's different folks, different strokes for different folks. Do you know what I mean? What else do we have on there, Denise?
Oh, sorry, one moment. My screen just closed down. 1 second.
Okay.
1 second. Can you play a track? You got something?
Oh, I didn't even prepare. Oh, yes, I did. I did.
So close to giving up. When you stay fucking up, when you're present enough, and the tears don't work. I thought we're family, so you know how it hurt. I'm crazy about you, but that's not enough. From a boy to a man, still never move up. I don't wanna feel this, don't wanna get stuck. I'm in the mouth, can't get over you, no doubt. Wish I knew what I know now. Wouldn't keep the door open till you're up here. Ooh, I'm passing your house, got me wanna burn it to the ground. Damn, I wish I knew what I know now, but it wouldn't even save up. And I keep failing in love. How I lose it, feel like it's never enough. I can't let it go, and I keep giving my all. So tired, and I keep failing in love. How'd I lose it, not getting any rest? 'Cause this love has been a headache. It used to be fun, was the only one. It used to be feelings, now it's just a mess. Nobody really wins when there's beef between me and you. 'Cause I'm doing me, and you go to you. And now it's a problem, 'cause you don't approve. I'm in the mouth, can't come over.
Okay, Denise.
Okay, cool.
Do we have? Are you ready, my dear?
We're going to say Vanessa Myers. I think so. All this rubbish about not the size, it's about how you use it. A wide hole cannot accommodate pencil willies. Anyway,
So basically, the women are saying that they want big wood.
yeah, basically,
So basically, size does matter.
according to Vanessa Myers. Okay, so right, because we are near topping the show, so
Yes.
Another conversation that came second, quite
Yes.
close behind, was this
Yes.
one.
Yes.
So, some people are totally against a gentleman coming inside their mouth. Yeah. Now,
Where's my drink?
swallow. I mean, have a drink first, and then swallow.
Oh, you just put me off my drink. Well done. You've just put me off my drink.
Right, here goes. So she says, I don't like the taste of semen in my mouth, let alone swallowing it. Yeah, okay. This is becoming a problem in our relationship, and I think it's going to cause us to break up. How can I actually save us? Because she is clearly saying it's a non-starter for her. He likes the idea of her doing it. I had the conversation with this lady on the phone, and she said, it's his thing. It is, and it's really important for him. Yeah, he looks after her. He does all the nice things for her. He says, but basically, I'm asking you to do one thing. Please take this and swallow it. And she's saying,
Okay.
no, can't do it.
Okay. So, I have a question.
Finally.
Does this guy get satisfaction in her swallowing it?
Yes.
So that's a thing.
Yeah, he does. But she's from what I understand from what she's saying, she doesn't even like it in her mouth. But no, she gets satisfaction. Yes, he does.
JT Power says, tell him to swallow it.
Someone saying that. Oh, it's my
Tell
insect.
him to swallow it. That is very funny. Oh dear. Come on her boobs. Gosh, it's Magsy Boo says it's good for your skin. I mean,
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. Where's the scientific evidence about
what,
that?
that cum is good for your skin?
Yeah. Where's that from?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never done the research. I don't know. But okay. So when he's about to come.
Yeah.
So hold on. So does she do the blowjob? Does she do it?
She doesn't do it with joy, but she'll do it. And she's quite.
Oh, she don't even like give him. She don't even like give him.
No, she doesn't. But
Oh, she doesn't like it.
No, she doesn't like
then,
it.
Houston, we have a problem because.
Oh, JT tell him to swallow himself.
What's that?
I just saw the person who wrote that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Swallow himself. I mean, if you can't get a. Oh, this phone's ringing. 1 second. Just give it that call. Right. So if you're with somebody, and you know, and that's your thing, you want them to a blowjob. I mean, he's not getting that. But then I know. There are guys that don't really bother about blowjob. You know, it is or it is. It doesn't really matter to them. Blood there's some people that it does matter to. Yes. So again, like I'm saying, you have to be with your match. You can't be somebody that you like a blowy, and then you're not getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. She, as I said, with this particular one, she does it, but it sounds as though for the conversation, not willingly. Okay, now she'll do that bit, but if he shows any sign
that he's going to come,
she's pulling away, and that's when
upset. I mean,
upset.
I could imagine, because that's probably what the geezer wants, for her to just deal with it.
Yes.
At that very moment.
Yes.
That's the moment where she needs to start cracking on a bit more. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, so now, what do you do in that situation? You're in love with somebody that doesn't satisfy you sexually.
Yeah.
Point blank, that's what it is. Mm. You're not being satisfied sexually by your partner. So what do you do? There has to be some happy medium here.
Yeah, compromise.
Yeah,
it has to be.
At least, okay. She should at least let it come, and then she just spit it out. Yeah. Hold your nose, and she should. Oh gosh, the phone's going. Yeah,
Yeah. But she doesn't. I don't. From what? I shouldn't.
Polly D says, "Man, fee upgrade that."
Women do. There are lots of women who do not want that in their mouth, and there are men too. But there are also men, in terms of the whole oral sex thing. There are men too who also are not interested in, do not want to go down on a woman. And I know that is something to do with some religious things that they were brought up with, where oral sex is just a non-starter. They think it's dirty.
Oral sex is dirty.
Yes, of course there are people who think that.
Polly B says, A-listers rooting for the man. Yeah, I am rooting for him, man. I feel for him, because he's not being satisfied sexually with the woman that he loves. Yeah. And that's frustrating. There are also men that don't want. And that's right. Love Nita says that there are men that don't like oral sex.
That's right.
But then this is the thing. What happens here, where you've got two people that are in love?
Yeah.
One likes oral, one don't like oral. What do you do there? Yeah. How do you get to a happy medium, to where you both can enjoy the sex. Do you know what I mean?
It's going to be wide open, honest.
Ras Dean says he watched too much porn. Yeah, go on, Dean. He watched too much porn. I mean, and that's another thing as well. You know, I remember years ago. I know this guy. Do you remember when people used to come round to the barbershops with the CDs and stuff? And remember the time when people used to be selling, and he used to be selling CDs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then I know a friend of mine. He started selling CDs and he started selling porn. So I said, so when he opened his bag of all these CDs, he's like, yeah, let's take this one, man, take this one, and I started to ask him. I said, do you make money from the porn? He said, yeah, and he said most of his customers for porn was women.
Yes. No, yes. I don't know about statistics, but I believe there's a lot of truth because women love porn.
Yeah.
We do. We really do.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there are, so I don't think porn is, somebody was saying in the chat, you know, watching too much porn. But I think that we all are watching a lot of porn, especially though if you've got WhatsApp.
Yeah. Daily
you've
basis.
seen porn. do you know what I mean? Because it's all over the place. I mean, I'm in a group on a WhatsApp group with guys that, you know, we grew up together from young, and 9 times out of 10 is going to be a titty, guaranteed. A titty have to get shown for the day. Do you understand what I mean? The group can't survive without seeing titty in it. Do you know? You know. So you know, Lovely says, I don't love porn. Okay. April says she doesn't love porn either. Well, there are some of us that you know don't like porn. However, there are some people that absolutely love porn. You know, there are people that like porn, you know, while they're having sex with their partner. There's you know, this is Denise. Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, I couldn't see you. I couldn't see you on the screen.
I was reading.
Oh, okay. Okay. What do we have next?
So Tokes Willis says, I cannot root for the man in this case. She's uncomfortable with swallowing. Why don't you respect that? What if she gets off from pegging him? Will he be ready to spread his cheeks at will? Ooh, pegging.
I don't know what pegging is.
Okay. Do you want me to tell me, darling?
Yeah, please tell me what pegging is. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I am vanilla.
This can't.
Vanilla.
It's not going to be. It's not vanilla at all. So there are women that actually like to wear strap-ons. Yes.
That's why I don't know about it.
Okay. Well, you don't have to know about it in depth, you know, or ever had that experience.
Yeah.
But
That's why I don't know about it.
It's just the knowledge, just that you know of it. So yes. Yeah.
Look, T Smooth is another one. Says, what's pegging? We wouldn't know about that, sir. I don't mind porn for women. Sex is in mind. I'm always playing to fancy. Yeah. TN Gamby says, you know, you can learn things from porn. Do you know what I mean? Rasteed, bonfire. Dean is funny, you know. Dean is funny.
T Smooth, they need to get out the toys. So what about her satisfaction? He'll just go elsewhere. We watch too much porn.
Yeah, and this is the thing. What happens. You see, now I'm not saying this for all. I'm not saying this for everybody. But you see, when you're in a relationship, yeah, and you're not being satisfied sexually, and this is going on for a period of time, I think that it leaves either the man or the woman, either one of them, very vulnerable to somebody else.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Especially like if that person just, you know, you connect with that person, because, and I feel that when you're not being satisfied sexually, you will connect with somebody else because you're constantly seeking.
Yeah.
You want to be satisfied, and then you meet somebody that has the potential of satisfying you, and then you know, yeah. Do you agree? Do you agree with what I'm saying?
I mean, and that is what happens, and that's
Yeah.
why people find themselves, even more so, that they find themselves in different find themselves in different groups. Yeah,
Yeah.
different. No, sorry, not groups. Lifestyles, shall we say,
Yep.
lifestyle
Yep.
choices in terms of what they're looking for, because they maybe have been in a relationship with somebody who does like it just vanilla, and they want more. And porn does that. It opens up your mind, doesn't it? Your eyes see things that you may have probably just fantasized about, and you then find yourselves being drawn into circles where people do that sort of thing, and it does. And the impact it has, it can break relationships down because they find
Wow.
something much more new and exciting to do. So
Wow.
yes, that is real. So that is very, very real.
Do we have another one?
Well, it was just an interesting one. How do you approach a woman who is 40 plus?
Do you know what? I was going to say something cheeky there, but it's actually a serious thing.
It is a serious thing.
It's actually a serious thing.
Right.
And I think that there is a big difference in when you're checking somebody when you're younger to when you're older. And the reason why I say that is I think that the older that we get, the less nonsense that we tolerate. Do you understand? So then, if you're going to be approaching, may that could be man or woman. When you're over 40, there's no joking about.
No.
Do you understand?
Yeah, of course.
I think that you need to show that you're serious, because nobody wants anyone that's, a useless. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that as well, when you're over 40, you've seen so much foolishness over the years that you're just not tolerating any more foolishness again.
Yes, of course.
My mum's got a saying, not at this stage and development of my life.
Aye.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Of course.
Yeah,
course.
and look, yes, 40 plus have a low BS tolerance. That's right.
Yeah.
We don't tolerate it.
We don't because we should have a bit more life experience behind us, so that we do not need to tolerate. But there are some very immature men and women 40 plus, because I know
And
of them.
but it's irritating when you meet somebody like that. It's very, very irritating when you meet somebody over their 40s that still have the mentality of yesterday.
Yeah.
I even find it insulting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, not at all. But yeah, there's definitely, that is definitely the case. But yeah, so I think, and I think as you get to that sort of age, there's a thing about the younger men though. They're drawn to the mature woman, okay, and sometimes there are some mature young men, but there are still a lot of them that it's just really physical, sexual. They have this thing that maybe she'll teach me things that I won't have that experience if I go with a younger person and all that sort of stuff. But I think there is a different approach that's required, and older men, that are drawn to women that are younger, must also bear that in mind too. Yeah.
Natalie M says no time for BS after 40. And then Love Nita says, just because you're grown don't mean you're she said that beautifully.
Yeah.
Just because you're grown don't mean you're grown.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Love Nita, she's got such a lovely way with words. She has got such a way with words,
Who's Laventa? Lavenata? With class
Love
experience.
Nita.
Love Anita. She says, with class, experience, self-awareness, confidence, high self-esteem, respect, emotionally healthy, sprinkled with a whole heap of humor. I love that. I do love that.
that like I said, she's got a wonderful way with words.
Yeah,
You
very
know,
nice. Yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
one thing you did say, and that was about when you're dating somebody younger.
yeah.
Now, if you want to date somebody younger, crack on. Just as long as the person's nothing funny. But I mean, somebody like right here, most of us are over 30 here. Yeah, most of us on here are over 30. Now, if you're going to be dating somebody that, if you're in your 40s or your 50s and you date somebody in their 30s, is that a problem, do you think?
If you're in your, well, I have a friend who's doing that right now, and she's very happy. She's very, very, very happy in that relationship.
Okay, we've got one. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah, she's very happy in that relationship. I personally know that I have a mental block, so I'm not very good for that. But I think if you're cool with that, then that's fine. But I think it's also remembering that, if you are the 15, 20 years, whatever, older, that person is those many years older, then you do start to think about what kind of relationship can I have? How long will that relationship last? Before he or she has to do things for that partner. There's all those things. It might be nice now, but you've got to have a real deep love, because the future could come pretty quick. Yeah, it could come speeding towards you, and it might be nice then, but now, is that really that nice now? Can I really cope with it? Yeah,
I mean,
that's the test of true love.
You see, there are a lot of men that go for younger. I've got a really, really close friend of mine, and I will not mention his name.
Yeah.
Like he's really close friend of mine, and he is in his early 50s.
Yeah.
Now, he only likes young girls, and he's been with a girl now for the last probably 8 years. And he said to me, she's getting to be mid. She's like 32 now. She's getting old. Yeah. Yeah, you're right there, Denise. You want some water?
Because I've got this cold.
Yeah, you're not well. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Do you want me to play? Do you want me to play some?
She's 32.
Yes, and she's getting old for him now. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Again, for me, it goes to what you want. Do you know what I mean? Go for what you want. So if you want somebody that's younger, then do that. But then I just feel that when you are over 40, we're not in it for a joke. Do you know what I mean? And I think that if you are in it for a joke or whatever your agenda, make it clear, because when you're over 40, you can deal with it. Do you understand? Because we all know there have been so many different situations and whatever. So just come straight with it. Because if it's just sex, then let me know that it's just sex. If we're going to moving forward to have a relationship, let me know that we're moving forward to have a relationship. Do you understand? Yeah. So my thing is just be straight. I won't say the transparency word. I'm saying let's just be straight from the beginning, as to what we want.
Well,
and I think as well, when you are over 40, I think that I'm going to talk for men because that's what I am.
Yeah.
I think that when you are over 40 and you're matured in that, like what Love Nita said, like you could be grown but you're not grown. But if you are both, I feel that men are a lot more honest.
Okay.
Because life is so different now. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always say, just be straight. Just be straight.
Let me read some of the chat things about it.
Yep.
Coke says, ladies, I'm happy to be your younger man. I'm Nigerian and can easily be the age you need.
This is not for dating, mate.
Right?
According to Christos, get out.
Yems 94, personal choice. Life is too short to be unhappy. Communication, honesty is the key. Black Beauty says, I know a male who is 60 plus and dating a 40-year-old woman, and she's very, very happy. Love Anita says, that's deep. Sounds like some real underlying issues going there. Yes, younger men seem to be doing better these days. I'm going to start preparing for it now. What else is being said? I was seeing someone a lot older and limp as could be. So, April, it was limp. You're referring to his penis. It was very limp. Okay. Right. Yemi says, Yem's 94 said, I find a younger man has a lot more stamina. He's funny and very loving.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And Toke says, when you turn 50, he's saying this to April. When you turn 50, I'll come round to give you 50 positions for 50 minutes.
What is this?
Right.
50 positions for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's like a minute a position.
And he also then
just
said,
imagine doing that. Oh, time's up. Oh, time's up. Oh, time's up. Nah, you don't want 50 minutes of time's up.
Yeah. He says, I must be hanging around a different type of 40 plus because the ones that I know, they want and come with better managed expectations than most women under the age of 35. Okay. Tien Gambia says, younger men are actually more consistent and straight, and over 50s can be so inconsistent. Polly B, A-lister, but that's 40 plus person will have reasons why they might be immature. T. Gamby says, over 40 comes correct. However, we have a lot of men over 50 who, shall we say, are interesting. Okay, so, wow. And the conversation continues.
Okay.
Well, I say, we have had some, apologies, what a bad start, but my God, have we picked up, darling, eh?
Yeah, definitely. All right, we're gonna do a couple more because we are going over time. Even though I know that we started late, we are going over time. So we're gonna play one more tune and then we're gonna go through just a couple more dilemmas, and then because we'll be back for the next installment. So let me play one track. Pillow talk with the A-lister. I'll tell you something. It's been going so well so far. It's been brilliant. We haven't finished yet. because I know we started late. So we're going to go through a couple more dilemmas. And then, we'll be calling it an evening. But I must say, a massive, massive shout out going out to the chat. Also, a massive shout out going out to our guest, Denise. Anyway, I'm giving vibes like I'm finishing it now. Let me not do that. Okay, what? Actually, look at that. We can't even hear you. Sorry, Denise. Okay, so Denise, what do we have now?
Well, it's actually Boss Lady. If you're still in the chat, this is an interesting one, and I had something similar, but you've actually put it in the chat, Boss Lady. If a man, there is it. If a man likes anal, does that mean he's gay or bi, and is not telling the truth?
If a man likes anal, okay. This is my personal opinion.
Go for it.
Remember, this is my personal opinion, so don't shoot me. But I think if a man likes anal and he likes women, then I think that man is bisexual. Because if you like it in your bum bum, only a man can give it to you in your bum bum. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you want to have a penis in your bum bum, then you gotta be bisexual, mate. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. I'd like to see what people say. Guys, please, in the chat, Boss Lady, you posted. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Holly B, take it up the arse. So Alistair, his opinion is that a man like that would make them bi. So, being the woman of the world that I am, and the conversations that I have with people, I would disagree with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I would disagree with you, because I know of men who like that, but they are strictly. Well, no. Do you know what? In terms of what I know of them, in terms of our conversations, because nobody knows what happens behind closed doors. Yeah. So yeah, anything. But the people that I know are kind of straight, and those kind of conversations, and they would have nothing to hide, and they're like, no, not at all. But I'm sure there must be some that are. Well, there are definitely.
I mean, so hold on. So you're saying that?
Yeah.
You're saying that if a man likes to take it in his bum bum,
yeah. I like when you say that word.
He's not bisexual or gay.
Okay. So we were talking about the word pegging earlier. Yeah. Okay. So they're not necessarily talking about a man that wants another man to do that to him. No. But he has a fantasy, and his fantasy. So they did that. We talked about this thing called pegging. Yeah, it's the same sort of thing. Yeah, but not from another man. Not at all. But that's.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm confused.
I like when you said that word. Say that word again. Say it again.
Bum bum.
I love when you say that.
I mean, okay. So, let me put this to the women, because I can't keep up with the chat. I'm going to try and keep up. So, ladies, you're with your man that, as far as you're concerned, is heterosexual. Okay? This man is heterosexual. Fine. And you are a heterosexual female. Okay. Now, you're with your man, and he wants to have sex, and then he tells you to go and put a strap-on on because he wants it in his bum bum. How do you feel? Are you comfortable with giving it to your man
In the bum bum.
in his bum bum? That's what I want to know. Do you understand? Because that female then is then turning in, she's then got masculine energy. You understand what I'm saying to you? She's got masculine energy where now she is going to be giving it to him.
In his bum bum.
In his bum bum. Come on. Come on. No, but
Judy Thomas says he's gay. Let's see. If he says so.
Laverne says she's off. If the man wants it, if she's got to give it to him, she's off.
And then Tien Gambia says, if he says bum bum, then I say no. Bum bum.
I mean, come on. Now, however, there were people in relationships that do that, and that's fine. You crack on. Do you know what I mean? I've got nothing against a man that wants to take it in his bum bum. That's. Go ahead, sir. Do your thing. My thing is that if you're with somebody who has been deceiving you, I use the word deceive, and then decides to introduce this strap-on into the relationship, how does that woman feel? Do you understand? That then she has to turn into the geezer.
She feels fine. Bratfink says sexuality is who you're attracted to. A man being pegged by a woman does not make him bi or homosexual. What is the woman then that likes anal? What does it make her?
Freaky.
Oh, really? See, this is it. So we have this. This is how society is set. No. As much as you say that, this is how society is set. It's set just like that. So it is fine. It is fine for ladies to, take women and do all those things, and they're just described as freaky, and they're not looked down upon. It's all good, yeah. But the moment a man does something like that, it's a totally different ball game, and it's wrong. Double standards.
I mean, double standards. At the end of the day, you know what, right? I think that people are so, sex and relationship, it's all so open now. Do you know what I mean? And, me being, of my age, there's some things for me personally, which I'm not really want to talk about myself, but for me personally, there's things that is a not a no, it's a no. Do you understand what I mean? Look. Rasteen says he's gay putting it in the bum. Do you see that? This is what I'm saying. For me, from a man, it's a funny old one, It is a funny one because I can't say. I've got a friend of mine, and he's a guy that's so, he talks freely. He's one of these like these like kind of football hooligan-y type a guy, and he's like, yeah, I'll give it. I don't know. He's like, I'll give it to her, or whatever, and then he's even say, yeah, she can bring a strap on or whatever. Now, I know this guy is not gay. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I know that he's not gay, but he's just freaky, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So I'm now contradicting myself now. I don't know. I don't know now. I've just confused myself.
Well, Toke says if a woman wants it up the bum, then she must be an explorer.
I mean, exactly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know one thing I am noticing a lot more of it now, and I don't know if it's because my eyes are open now, and if they were shut before. But I'm noticing there are a lot more open females that are bisexual.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Completely.
I mean, compared to like years ago, I find that now,
Yeah.
you know, females are a lot more, you know, open to having.
That's right.
You know, and you know, and it's funny because here's another line. I'd like to ask you this question, Denise. So if a woman likes to kiss women and she likes to go down on women, does that make her bisexual?
Well, yeah, because she would be, of course. Yeah.
So they can't just say, oh, you know, oh, just doing it for doing its sake.
No.
It makes them bisexual.
You're bi. You're into that. Yeah. Not even. I don't even like this funny word. Bi-curious. Not curious, because if you was curious, you wouldn't go down there and just look and you'd leave it. But from the time you touch it, there's no curiosity anymore.
There's no more curiosity.
There's no more curiosity. Yeah.
Anyhow, for me, ears, nose, and all that rest.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Someone just says, any hole for me, ears, nose, and all the rest. Do you know? And, you know, and this is the thing. There are some of us that is, you know, come on in, the water's lovely. Love Nita says, I disagree with that. The same as the backdoor thing, not bisexual. Bi-explorative. I like that. I like that. Okay, do we have any more? We are going to be closing very soon. So
okay.
What is the last and final one?
All right, then, the last and final one. It's a bit of a cleanish one.
If not, actually. She's gay. What's that? What'd you say?
A cleanish type of one. Because we asked that question about how a man approaches a woman who is 40 plus.
We'll do two then. So one cleanish one, and then we'll finish on complete filth. Go on. Go for it, mate. Make it dirty. Make it dirty.
Find. All right, darling.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yes. How do you approach a woman who is sorry. How do you deal with a man who is 40 plus and he still lives at home with his mum?
You see, now I'm gonna leave that to you. So, you know, a man still lives at home with his mum.
Yeah, is that a problem?
Listen to me. If I'm single.
Yeah.
And if I'm single and my mother lived in this country, I would 100% stay at my mum's. Yeah, I would.
Okay. I'm interested to hear what people think about that.
Says, rather his mum than a woman. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. It's better he lives at his mum than it's another woman. That he's saying that. Just imagine. Okay, what do you? Let's make this straight. What do you prefer? Do you prefer that a man live with another woman? He'd say, for instance, that they're married. Just imagine a married couple still living together, you know, and then they have, and they're separated, and then the man wants to have another relationship, and he's still living with his woman in the house. Or do you prefer him living at his mum's? I mean, somebody please do the math.
I knew a few guys who, because obviously I'm in South Derbyshire, and it's very, very different here in terms of the cost of living and blah blah blah. And you don't really probably have so many men who live at home with their parents. I think they can afford down this side of the world to have their own place. In London, it can be difficult. I think it's, you know, and if your parents have got a big enough house and you've got a room, well, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, to be quite honest, personally.
I mean, if my parents lived here, I'll definitely, get a place where I can accommodate my parents, you know. Yeah. My mum's going to be 80 next year. So, if she lived here, then definitely I would live with my mum because, you know, it's not, yeah, and you know, you just make sure that you've got a place big enough to accommodate everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
agree.
I personally don't see I don't see the problem.
Okay.
I see the guy who lives with his mum. No, but yeah, exactly. Somebody said that I've
Right.
seen a guy who lives at his mum's, and,
Yeah.
it's not a problem. I personally don't think. Listen, because there's a stereotype.
Yeah.
There's a stereotype behind a man that lives at his mum's. So you know, it could be that he's broke, or you know, no ambition, or you know, whatever the negatives are behind it. You know, there will be negatives, but it could be another, and it could be like same reason for myself. You just want to be, you know, with your parents and still be, you know, earning your money, earning good money, paying all the bills for your parents. So your parents live off of you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You're not in the house where your parents are paying the bills. It's a house where you own and your parents live with you. You understand? So I'm, you know, that the whole parent thing for me, I would always defend. You know, I'm very close with mine, so you know, that one. I don't know what do other people think. You know,
in the Asian cultures, they get married and they live at home with their in-laws, don't they?
Love Nita says she wants to make plenty noise in her house.
Is that the reason why she wouldn't want to live at home?
Yeah, that's right. Well, then what you do then is what you create an annex. Create an annex. So you live in the house, and then you can have like a granny annex, and you can have your parents live in the granny annex, as long as it's nice. You know, not like they don't want to feel like they're living in a garage once they've got their own home. So they're still there on your land, on your property. Then you can make as much noise as you like, my darling. And plus, you have the beauty of making as much noise as you like, and your parents are there as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Right. I'm going to end with a big one, right? Maybe it could be a conversation for another time. So here is the scenario, and this is.
Let me take a sip.
There are people. Take a sip. There are people who know about this story, because I've told it before. But I just think I'm just intrigued to hear what people have to say. So here's a scenario.
Okay.
So let's just say his name is Delroy. Yeah. And Delroy and his mates, one of his mates is getting married, and they've gone away for a stag weekend up north, right? And while they're up north, they've gone to a club, an adult club. And whilst they're in the adult club, you know, they're walking around and it's all interesting. It's the first time he's actually been to like an adult type club and seeing all sorts of things. And one of his friends says, "Guess what, Del? I'm sure I saw your sister." He's like, "Don't be so stupid," because his sister is a church lady, and she's actually at a convention, because that's what she lives at home with her parents in the attic. She's actually gone to a church convention. So don't be so stupid, because I swear blind, it looks like your sister. Anyway, left that. Eventually, he goes into a room and sees a lady doing an activity. Yeah. And when he looks, it is his sister. And he freezes, and he feels physically sick. And he leaves the venue and gets into his car, goes to the hotel, and he drove back from Manchester that night back to London, because he could not believe that his sister, now his sister's got natural hair normally, but my girl had on long wig, everything. Yeah, but when he saw her on Friday, she was going up that part of the world for a convention. So anyway, so he goes. The really weird thing about it is that when she came back he saw her on the Monday. Do you know that they never spoke about it? The elderly parents live downstairs. He's never been able to talk to her about it. He's so embarrassed. And so obviously when she said she's going away for a weekend convention, yeah, he now knows it might not be that type of convention.
It's a sex thing.
Yeah, it could be. But she is into church. She's got natural, long, thick, natural hair. Doesn't put no chemicals on her hair. But why? She must have had on a good wig that the night. Yeah.
Well, so she's first and foremost.
Yeah.
So this is a sex party that she's at, and she's doing her thing. Yeah.
Yeah, she's at a club.
And does she still go to church?
Oh, she's not stopped going to church.
She hasn't stopped going to church.
She has not stopped going to church.
Okay,
No.
and she goes to sex parties too. Okay, she's a sinner. She's a sinner.
Why is she a sinner?
She's a sinner because she's having sex before marriage. She's a sinner.
Really? Is that where you're coming from?
Yeah, that's where I'm coming from. Yeah,
interesting. No, I'd like to hear your point of view.
Okay, now the next thing is, now this is to do with the brother.
Yeah.
I understand how traumatic that it could be to see your sister getting dirty. Yeah? I understand that. That is, nobody wants to imagine that. Okay? Now, your sister is a big woman. So let's get over the trauma of it. Or sometimes you might not be able to get over the trauma. That's your thing. It depends on how delicate you are.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to kind of, and I think it's right that, I think it's right that it wasn't even a conversation again. If he's embarrassed or whatever, then, I get it because, he's probably got his friend or whatever saying, that I done this with your sister, or your sister was there and I saw your sister this and that or whatever. That's not nice. It's embarrassing because you don't want man them knowing what your sister looks like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm
she raises her hands in church and her legs in the club.
Do you see what I mean? Like I said, she is a sinner. Point blank. She is a sinner. That's what she is, Denise. And I think that the guy, he needs to kind of, your sister's a big woman. Let her do her thing. And that's what I think. What do other people think?
I'm just intrigued what people have to say.
And look, Levent says she won't be the first to be a hypocrite in church. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. It's true. I mean, there are okay. So I grew up going to church.
Yeah.
And I don't go to church now. Mm-hmm. Do I believe in God? Yes, I do. I'm not going to go into depth about the whole thing.
No.
But what I will say is that I just have a slight issue with going out, partying and doing whatever you want to do on the Saturday night.
Yeah.
And then Sunday morning going to church.
Mm-hmm.
I just have a slight, not major, I just have a slight issue with that.
Okay. But what do you think about Tokes when Tokes Willis says that people go to church for different reasons? It might be her means of attaining spirituality. Having sex before marriage may not be the part of what she considers to be sin. I can't judge her because she sins differently.
No, you don't judge, but I definitely got an opinion on it. She can be. People can. I always say people can do whatever they want as long as it doesn't harm me. I'm fine with it. Do you know what I mean? But my thoughts and feelings about it is that if you're going to be, you can't pick and choose parts out of the Bible and say you follow the Bible.
But people do, darling.
Do you get what I mean? Because if you're going to follow something, follow it in its entirety.
But people don't.
Do you know what I mean? You can't follow, a piece. I mean, well, you can. Do you know what? You can do what you want. It's just this is what I think. Do you know what I mean? This is what I think. Let's see.
We're having a Zoom on the 25th of February. Sorry, 25th of this month. And I'm going to invite you because what you just raised a couple of interesting points. But I will give you that invitation.
Yes, no problem.
Yeah, 100%. Oh dear. JT says, What a thing. Well, suppose he'd entered her from behind and discovered it was his sister. Can you imagine?
Oh, just imagine that.
Imagine that.
Just imagine that. Oh, rebuke, rebuke, rebuke.
Can you imagine?
Ugh.
That's a horrible thought. It's a horrible thought.
Denise,
darling,
I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. We could go on for ages.
I know.
We could keep on going on for ages.
Crazy.
Yeah, and this is just, guys, this is the first of many. This is the first of many. Pillow Talk, this is it. This is what we are doing right here on Happy People, Pillow Talk. And this is the place where there is no judgment. You can be whoever you want to be. And you can say whatever you want to say, you know. Most definitely. I'm going to play a track. And I'm going to be saying my goodbyes. So I just want to say thank you, guys. Denise, it's been fantastic today, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been brilliant. And thank you again for coming on the show today.
It's been fantastic. I'm just upset that we started late and all the dramas.
Yeah, but we got there.
We got there.
We got there in the end.
If it was about dilemmas, I've got enough for the next 2 shows. If there wasn't.
Oh, there you go. Crazy. Big shout out to going out to all those in the chat room. Yeah, I mean, you guys we've reached some fantastic numbers today. Yeah, nearly 400 people. It's amazing. It's amazing. I just want to thank everyone, and please subscribe to Happy People. Happy People Promotions on the Mixcloud and also on Facebook. Just subscribe. Thank you, guys. You have been amazing. Let me just play a couple of tracks, man.
Goes by. I'm not playing by the rules. They can't take me for no fool. Are you gonna ride with me?
Don't forget, guys, tomorrow you got my partner in crime, the Timekeeper, who's going to be giving you some reggae in your jagger.
So tell me, will you keep me
right here on Happy People?
when
We give you variety. We give you variety.
I'm in your arms?
Oh wow, we've just been tipped. April, thank you so much for the tip.
Control me, 'cause it feels so.
Tugs Wills said we should talk about this more. Been in a comfy and cozy place. I bet you want to do that. Hold tight, Miss Vanessa. Love hearts all the way. Straight back to you, my darling.
Want you going nowhere?
Hold tight, JT Power. That's right, 400 people, 401 people.
Of your mind,
Oh, we are killing it.
body too.
Hold tight, Miss Rewind. We put some fire in the chat.
Don't waste time.
We will be back 2 weeks' time.
You said you love the way I noticed.
We're going to have another guest next week.
How you
I will announce the new guest next week because we're going to be rotating.
cross the line.
But the person alongside me will be a specialist.
Wavy grind.
Break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down.
Keep me safe in your arms. Safe in your arms. There's a warmth in your kiss. Don't let go from my grip.
Hold tight, Miss April.
So good in your arms.
Hold tight, all those that's put tips in, including you, Miss April. Thank you very much.
You give me love and you make things wrong. Make me feel something new. So
So next week, Wednesday, join me right here for slow jams. Glass of wine, slow jams, and myself, the A-lister, where I only place nothing but slow jams. Come and join me. Join the party. We have a fabulous time. Turk said we can get an A-lister to bless our union. He's got a reverend's outfit for me that he would like me to wear. I bet you do, mate. As you can see, also this Sunday between 4 and 6 p.m, where we just explore independent neo soul with my partner in crime, the timekeeper. So guys, take good care of yourselves, and yeah man, until the next time, it's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you to our guest, our Denise. She's been absolutely fantastic. Chat room guys, you've been absolutely amazing. I'm really sorry to those whoever I've missed things that you said. I do apologize. I'm going to try and find a way to make it better the next time, so everybody can get their say. You know, I think that's fair. Hold tight, everyone. Good night.
That's all, folks.